Hi, this is Janelle, the relationship coach behind The Successful Invisible. And I wanted to come to you today with another installment in the Unlearning series. Now, to give you a bit of background, I have observed this with some of my male clients that I coach with, and the way they would respond to certain questions when we were coaching upon maybe a particular challenge, when, let's say, meeting women or maybe taking something to the next level with a woman that they were dating, etc. Boundaries are not challenges to be overcome. Let me say this again. Boundaries are not challenges to be overcome. And this is why this came up for me. I noticed in many of those coaching sessions that I had clients relate to me, maybe their impatience in getting to the physical intimacy portion of a relationship, or maybe their lack of full understanding of why a partner or newer partner didn't want to travel, maybe with them outside of the state or internationally at this point in time. You know, maybe she didn't feel she had known him long enough, etc. And what came out of quite a few of those sessions is a new awareness for these clients that they were actively seeing a person's boundary as something they had to overcome. A boundary is set in place to protect a person physically, emotionally, and psychologically. So in this context, the women that they were engaged with had set boundaries in place to keep themselves safe physically, emotionally, psychologically, emotionally, and other aspects. But that's what boundaries are for. They're for protection. And when we were going through our coaching sessions with, about these love interests that they were engaged with, it became very apparent the source of this annoyance and or anger or what have you, these negative emotions, was because these clients saw the boundaries that these women had put in place as challenges to be overcome. Unlearn this immediately. Once we got to the root of that, then we could start doing the work, now that we're self-aware, on unlearning that. So, I say it again. A person's boundaries are not challenges for another person to try to overcome, trample, overpower, supersede, jump over, or in any way disregard. A person's boundaries are something when you respect a person and you genuinely want to be engaged with them in some type of rapport or relationship, are to be honored and respected. So, this is a behavior that really needs to be unlearned. Question 1. What boundaries have I encountered in dating that annoyed, angered, or upset me? Question 2. What were the thoughts that came up when I was annoyed, angered, or upset by those boundaries? Question 3. What steps should be taken to see boundaries of another person differently? Specifically in this case, in the context of a romantic relationship. Start with these 3 questions. Feel free to comment below if you'd like to share, or as always, keep this private in your own personal notebook for reflection. and things you can unlearn.